I'm in with the ducks and the goose and the Muscovy. And I've been having a lot of problems with the ravens coming in and getting the duck eggs. I can see there's a duck egg over here right now. Somebody must have just laid. This is the reason why I'm hatching their eggs right now, is because they're just laying in the yard. So what I've done, this works with chickens, but I don't know if it'll work with ducks. And then you can see I put a egg down there in the nest that I want them to use. If I can ever I'll have to screw the plywood in to get it to stay, to keep the wind from blowing. But I am going to put another egg out here in the yard. Now these are just plastic eggs, and I'm going to put these out in the yard, hoping that the ravens will come and try and pick those plastic eggs up. And if they do, they're going to get discouraged, because for one, they might not be able to break them, and for two, when they do break them, there's not going to be anything in them. And if that doesn't work to stop them from stealing the eggs, I'm going to take a regular egg, and I'll poke a hole in each end, blow the insides out through you poke 2 holes in it, and you blow on one end, and the egg and everything comes out the other end. And you can plug the other end back up with hot glue, pour some hot sauce, and the kids found some really good hot sauce and some not jalapenos, but habanero chunks in it. And I'll plant a few of those out here as well, so that maybe the ravens will get a hold of those and decide they don't like hot sauce and habaneros. And so they'll start leaving the eggs alone when the ducks start laying them out in the yard. Now I'm going to put this one egg in the incubator, along with the other ones that I have. They're developing very nicely. The reason why a lot of people don't have ducks and geese is because they are messy. They mess their water up so bad, and their poop is pretty runny and stuff. But I like ducks. The duck I like the most are my Muscovies. I love Muscovies. There's just something about them. A lot of people don't like them because they're not very pretty, but I think they're beautiful. It's like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. These guys are pretty too. And Jekyll there, he's Jekyll. He's a character. None of them like the Muscovy for some reason. I have no clue why, but they don't. But that's okay. I'll get a couple more Muscovies for him, so he'll have somebody to pal around with. You can see that he's pretty much by himself. He's going in to check behind the plywood to see what that egg is. But I know those eggs, they work for chickens, but I don't know if they'll work for duck. You behave yourself, mister. Don't you come hissing at me. He thinks he's tough every now and then. He knows better. So I'm going to try that, see how that works. They're pretty good. That's the reason why a lot of people don't like ducks, is because they are messy. They dirty up the water. You have to clean the water constantly. I've got to come back out here today and clean out their water troughs again, and their swimming pool. One time in it, and it's pretty much a muddy mess. But we'll see how this works. Like I say, I'm tired of the ravens coming in and stealing eggs. And I really don't want them around with that bird flu that's going around. I really don't want the ravens in here. I've seen Jekyll chase a couple of them off once. One landed on the fence post, and he chased them off, hissing and, putting his wings out like he's going to be a big tough guy. So, yeah. Those are two hens right there with the Muscovy. One's a Swedish blue, and well, they're both Swedish blues. The one is kind of mixed. Swedish blue and rowan. And the rowan drake is back there. The hen, she's over there by the swimming pool. The neighbor, how I got the rowans is the neighbors had a rowan hen. Actually, they had two rowan drakes and the one hen. And they started laying out in the yard like they are here, so I just started collecting eggs and put them in the incubator, and this is what we got. Plus, when I was looking for some Muscovies, the lady had a blue swish, and she wanted to know if I wanted him because it was a drake. And before I even asked her what it was, I said, sure, I'll take him. And then I go, is it a Muscovy? She goes, no, he's a Swedish blue. Well, I had already committed myself, so I wasn't, going to back out. So I took him. So this is part of him, part of the other two. What's left, if you watch some of the other videos, I had a lot more ducks and geese than I do now. Had 3 geese, Gabriella, and then the 2 males. And her and one of the males got it with coyotes, and then pretty much all of my other ducks got it, plus all my Muscovies, but he was the only one that survived the coyote. And I think it's because he was already attacked once before, and he knew where to hide and how to hide. Everybody's going in there to check out behind the plywood. So maybe they'll see that egg and start laying there, and that way I won't have problems with the ravens coming in. You can hear him, he's talking. Anyway, we are better looking to ourselves than to others. Please subscribe. Please make a comment. Push the like or dislike button. Ring the bell so you get a notification every time I make a video. I try and make at least 3 videos and get them up. And the job that I have, the hours I work are kind of hard to get this. Anyway, have a great day.